One bidder auctions, love them. Sincerely great result on Saturday with a one bidder negotiation. But there is an element of fear from both sides, be it owner and buyer, in entering this kind of negotiation at auction. And this video I was trying to give you confidence around, from an owner's point of view, why you should engage with this, and also from a buyer, why this might be your best opportunity to buy well away from that conditional interest that loiters in the background. So from a seller's point of view initially, look, don't necessarily think this is a failed marketing campaign. Your best buyer is in front of you. They are registered, they are prepared to pay a deposit, and they are prepared to execute unconditionally, which means your sold sticker goes up and that deposit is paid and there is no cooling off period. So don't discount that this is your market telling you what is the best price they will pay when those terms really favor you. So for me, opportunity knocks. Stick to your guns, set a realistic reserve, and then allow the buyer to engage in the process, and then let your agent go back and forth between you and the buyer and see what the best offer that is placed unconditionally at auction. If it's not enough, you don't sell. If it's enough and you value the unconditional sale, and like the bird in the hand philosophy, not the two in the bush, which might be the early part of next week post-auction negotiations, get the deal done, move on, turn a page, and that's what this process is about. Ultimately, from a buyer's point of view, my suggestion to you is don't be scared by the one bidder. Don't let that affect your opinion of value. Don't second guess your interest and your excitement about purchasing this property. Buying a property is a very emotional, independent, unique proposition. If this property is the right one to have a go at buying, engage in the process. For me, the best approach is to open the bidding at a realistic figure. Don't lowball it because you're sending the wrong message to your owner. Draw a line in the sand from which you're prepared to move upwards. But again, have real clarity around what your budget is as you move into this negotiation, and put a bit of pressure on your agent and the owner to give you clarity around what would buy it, and just move slowly up until you reach a point at which you're not prepared to pay. You ultimately either buy the property or you don't. But you've engaged in a negotiation, and I will encourage you that every owner is motivated by an unconditional sale. They are there to sell. They have set a deadline. They want to sell it that day, and utilize the agent. The agent represents your owner, but the agent also will specify to the vendor that the best chance is in that situation. So leverage that situation, put the agent to work and negotiate a deal on the auction floor or in the immediate period post. Because if you cool off and let it move into the early part of next week, chances are there will be conditional interest and there will be buyers who are prepared to compete with you behind closed doors on the telephone. This offers both vendor and buyer transparency around a negotiation. If you are a buyer who wants to start with a low ball, my suggestion as an agent auctioneer combination is just to put a vendor bid straight in over the top and draw that line in the sand and draw that negotiation baseline and make it clear to everyone who's there. From there, you can close the gap. To a buyer, we don't know what an owner might take on the day. We try and clarify it before, but until they've got that offer put to them on the day, we don't know what they may take. So do allow us the time to go back and forth and try and negotiate the deal. We're kind of keen to find out where the line is also, but ultimately, it's always an owner's decision whether to sell or not. So from that point, an owner, don't be scared by this proposition. Let your agent go to work. Skilled agents and auctioneers will get a lot of deals done with the one registered party. So give it a go. Let's get sold.